Hi guys, man, I want to say thank you very much for your show of love, for your nice comments, your prayers, and everything. Of course, the questions, all right? We are not ignoring you guys. It's just that, success comes with so many things. Open doors, of course, different things that we are learning to, navigate. So that's why I've not had the time to answer all the questions in the comment section. But generally, we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. You guys made me emotional. Of course, you already know Mercy got all nines in her GCSE, including further maths. That was not a thing in her school, but she decided it was a subject she wanted to do, and she kind of literally navigated it all by herself with the help of her teachers. So yeah, we are really grateful. We thank you for your show of love, for your support. Getting A stars, because for some people, when you say nines, maybe they don't really understand, but that is how it is graded in this country, GCSE. But if you want to look at it the other way around, it's like getting all A stars. You understand? It's amazing. I am humbled and I am grateful to God, and thank you for your well wishes. So for those questions are some of the questions you can answer, like people wanting to know how did you study, where did you do lesson, and all of that. So say something.
Okay, so the road to GCSEs starts really early. You start hearing so much about it from year 9. It's easy to get very worked up and think, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. It's not. Anyone can get a 9 if they work hard enough and stay consistent enough. So first thing I would say is, if you are not struggling immensely in a subject and you feel like you can go at your own pace, and you know that you can be consistent by yourself, I wouldn't go to lessons. I tried once for like a week, and it did not work out because I felt like it was just a continuation of school, an extension of school, and that is not what revision is supposed to feel like. Revision is supposed to be you picking up on everything, making sure that you have the content, making sure that you get the amount of practice that you feel you need. So
and it's of course quite expensive here.
Yeah, and it is really expensive.
So if you can do without
it, if you can do without it, do without it. I did without it, and I got all 9s. So I think it's safe to say that you'll be fine. I do know a lot of people who did it in only the subject that they felt they were really struggling in. Like maybe you're struggling really a lot in physics, then that's fine, right? But I would say that if you have access to the internet, access to online resources, access to your teachers, if you know that you have teachers that you feel can support you with things like past papers, or just you can talk to when you get confused, like maybe after lesson, then you should be fine without lessons. You should be able to move at your own pace, I feel like. And another thing is obviously start on time, but a lot of people, I feel like you get to January of year 11 and at some point you're like, oh my gosh, I should have started way earlier. I don't think you need to be like sprinting through GCSEs super duper early. Obviously, pay attention in class, stay consistent. Like if you get confused, ask questions. Don't let yourself be confused, especially like in year 11. Do not let yourself be confused. If there's anything you want to ask, because your teachers, that's your job, first of all, and secondly, they want to support you. Just ask. If you feel like you can't talk to them, talk to someone you feel like understands that topic. Like just do not get confused at any point, and you should be fine. Pay attention in class. Do your work, right? Homework is there to help commit that content to memory. Like do things like flashcards. Start making your flashcards early, okay? You might not be using them really early. Like I know I made loads of flashcards, especially for history. I made loads of flashcards because there's so much content in history. So as you're doing the topic in school, use if you don't want to study that long at home, use your form times. If you finish your lunch early, use your lunches to wrap up some flashcards for that topic, and then it's done. Once it's done, it's done. And then when you feel like you want to use these flashcards, you use them, you commit that content to memory, and there you go. You've got your stuff done on time. You've been organized. That is like the key thing to do, I feel like, because there's no point getting your dream grade if you got gray hairs in the process, right? So stay organized, be chummy with your teachers, like let them know that you want their help and ask them when you want it. Okay, so like for example, I didn't want to waste my paper, my printer ink at home printing papers, right? Because printer ink is expensive. So go to your teachers. Like I know my biology teacher, God bless that man. Oh my gosh, the number of things I made in print, like papers, practice sheets, all that stuff. If you want them to give it to you in class because you feel like the topic you're doing in class is like you're okay with that topic and you want to do something else, do that. Like anything you can do to get the content in on time so you don't have to work too hard to learn things instead of revising, do it. Because by the time you get to year 11, you want to be revising things, not learning everything from scratch. So you don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel like you have to study 4 hours every single night. You don't feel like you have to miss out on things just to revise. Then start on time and stay consistent.
Also, remember that your mock matters a lot.
It matters. Put effort
because
in
that
it
is what will take you to your A level, where whichever A level that you want to go through,
your sixth form,
whichever sixth form you want to go to, that is what will take you to your sixth form.
Or
right?
college,
or college,
or apprenticeship, or anything like that.
or
Anywhere you want to go, like your next step after GCSEs, it's kind of like with uni,
because the thing is, the mock will come before the GCSE, and it is the mock that will be used to assess you for that your choice private school that you want to go to. That is why you need to start early.
Yeah, so your predicted grades obviously are important. I wouldn't if you do not get what you want in your mocks, it's not the end of the road, you know that. There's still time between mocks and GCSEs to rectify those issues. But that leads me to my next point. A lot of people will do mocks and past papers. Past papers, a lot of people do them and they're super duper important. And a lot of people will do them and their mocks and then they'll say, okay, I've done it, I can move past it. No, the whole point of that is to show you the point you're at.
Okay.
The point you're at that moment. So when you're done with it, take the paper, look through the mark scheme. If it is like English or history or like a language, go through the examiner's report. And especially if your exam board does them, see if you can find them online, especially for that particular paper, and read through it. What did students get wrong? And what did you get wrong by looking at the mark scheme? Outline everything you got wrong. Like for biology, chemistry, and physics, I know that physics, while it is technically my best subject in terms of scores, it's my worst subject in terms of understanding. So I know what the examiners want me to say. I know what the markers want me to say. Apart from revising, the examiner's reports really help with that. You'll be able to be like, okay, this is what they want me to say for this one. And you can only really get that by paying attention to the mark scheme. Keywords in the mark scheme are super duper important. Keywords in the mark scheme, examiner's reports, they help you so much. They help me a lot for English language, because English language, I know I'm a good writer, but GCSEs, they don't just want excellence. They want to show, okay, I actually paid attention in class and how you want me to do things, and I can replicate that in exams. And the best way to show the examiner all those things, is to read what they write in the examiner's reports and pay attention to the mark scheme. And I'm going to take this into A-levels as well because it's super duper important. Cataloging your mistakes in past papers and your mocks. They are what help you. Like, people can raise their grades like 3 grades from mocks to GCSEs. You can go from a 6 to a 9 in a matter of weeks if you just catalog your mistakes and pay attention to them. Because that is like so many marks you can pick up just from going through your own paper. I know it's a bit like, sometimes I find it a bit hard because like you go through and it's a tiny bit, not really embarrassing, but you feel like, oh my gosh, why would I make this mistake? That's so stupid. But that's the whole point. Be stupid now so you're not stupid later, right? I made so many, there were so many errors I felt like I would make in my mocks, and I wouldn't want to even look at the papers. I would just take them home and shove them under a folder somewhere. Don't do that. Go through them, no matter how embarrassing it is, and look at all your mistakes, even with how cringy it all is. Pay attention to them. Go through the mark scheme, not just like what your teacher shows you in class. Go through the mark scheme, and you're good. So practice papers, cataloging your mistakes, staying organized, and obviously seeking help from your teachers. Do not be confused. Don't let yourself be confused, especially for science subjects. Do not be confused, so that like your revision is so much simpler. You're not learning things, you're going through them again. And I think that's about it. You can get a 9 in just about any subject if you put your mind to it. So, yeah.
All right, so a lot of people also, were like all about Mercy's hair. So today we're wearing her hair in curls, but sorry, I'm pulling your hair. Yeah, just to show you how long the hair actually is. Or we managed to put the hair in curls. We made it curly. That is why it's looking, shorter today.
Oh, also, in terms of GCSEs as well, I know I am very fortunate in terms of the environment that I have. So I like the people around me, everyone pretty much knew what they wanted. So I didn't have to worry about things like, okay, should I sit away from this person to pay attention in class? Or things like, is this teacher not servicing me? So obviously those circumstances affect your GCSEs so much, because if you feel like you can't study at home, for example, because your family is really loud, that sort of thing can affect your grades so much. So things like that, honestly, you just have to move at your own pace, and try your best to get the grades that you feel like will help you get to your next step. It doesn't have to be a 9. Just as long as you feel like, okay, this could take me to where I need to be. So if you need to do things like go to the library to study, or to ask to move to a different class, or to sit in a different spot, or to sit in the front if you feel like you can't pay attention, or you've got something that makes you kind of wander off in classes, or doze off in a subject that you don't really enjoy. Any sort of arrangements that you have to make, just make them. And wherever you go from there, hopefully services you. Yeah.
Back to our hair. Yeah. All right, so this is Mercy's hair and this is mine. I chopped my sometime in May because I wanted to wear my hair in short afro for summer 2025. Funny enough, the hair is growing back. So here are the products we have. Pretty Roots Deep Conditioner, Pretty Roots Mega Hair Growth Oil, Pretty Roots Leave-In Conditioner. Young lady who this and markets my product for me. And many people say we don't know where to buy from. Please head to our Shopify
It is in her link tree.
It is in my link tree.
Or our Instagram.
Instagram, yes. So well, it's www.prettyrootsshop.com.
So when you go to the link tree, the part that says Pretty Roots website, click on it, it will take you right there, and then shop.
Yeah. So thank you guys. We started growing my hair September 2021. She was in a boarding school. She was in Loyola Jesuit College, Abuja. So she used to cut her hair like short. It was like almost, like this when we started. And here we are, Miss Rapunzel. Let's see. Miss Rapunzel. This is her hair, all natural, full, and like I always say, pictures don't do justice to Mercy's hair. The hair is humongous. We usually don't attach anything to her hair. All right, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for your love. Thanks for your support. God bless you.
And if you just got your exam results, I hope you are happy with them and that they're taking you where you want them to take you.
Yeah.
If you need to take resets or do a remark for a subject, I wish you good luck. And yeah.
Bye.